And now, from an underground bunker outside Anaconda, Montana, it's time for another episode of The Survivalist. Brought to you by Simpson Cutlery. The only thing we're guilty of is sharpness. And by the Church of the Triumphant Universal Order. Of course we do weddings. Shotgun weddings. And now, here's your host, Tex Rainer.
Howdy, welcome to the show. First of all, for those of you who tuned in expecting to see the 2-hour My Two Dads reunion show, that'll be shown at 11:30 tomorrow, right after Martha Stewart cooks with vodka. Well, last week, about this time, we all had a little scare. The earth trembled a little bit. Well, this was yet another sign of the impending apocalypse, like the floods in Europe and Oprah Winfrey admitting that she smoked cocaine. I, of course, am suitably prepared for any catastrophe with plenty of necessities like distilled drinking water, heavy-duty Duracell batteries, and, of course, snack-packed vanilla pudding. I've also been keeping the 300-cubic-foot walk-in freezer stocked with a truckload of these. Linda McCartney's home-cooking frozen dinners. I know what you're thinking. She's a left-wing vegetarian flake who can't sing. But I gotta say, she makes a pretty damn good pasta primavera. Let me tell you another thing. I've been downing this Zima stuff like there's no tomorrow. Which is still a very strong possibility, by the way. This stuff could take a huge hit of radiation. It's still not going to affect the taste. Now, don't get me wrong. I have ventured into the outside world a few times. I caught a couple of movies. Let me recommend Little Women. After a tough day of cleaning guns, prepare to be charmed. I also got the Survivalist Humvee out of the underground silo, hightailed it to Vegas to make my Super Bowl bet. Let me tell you, I cleaned up. I had San Diego on 85 points. And since I was there, I also took the 7-2 odds that Tracy Lords will become a regular cast member on Melrose Place. Of course, as usual, the Super Bowl was boring as hell, so everybody was talking about the commercials. Okay, the Pepsi ads were pretty good, the Nike ad was okay, but for my money, there will never be a better commercial than that one with that little chuck wagon going by that doggy. Now that was cute. Well, it's time to take a phone call. Let's see what Clint from Oak Harbor, Washington has to say. Go ahead, Clint.
Yeah, Tex, I was wondering, now that Brian Tracy has left that evening magazine, do you have any interest in taking that position?
Oh, that's a very good question, Clint. You know what? I have no desire to leave the safe, secluded underground Eden that I live in for the crime-ridden streets of Seattle. Besides, my hair doesn't look very good blow-dried. All right, now it's time for this week's Top 5 Threats to Freedom. Number 5, Brad Pitt. I'm sick of this guy. Number 4, bumper stickers that say, my kid's an honor student at such and such elementary school. Number 3, free buffalo wings when you order Domino's pizza. Who the hell ever decided that was a good idea? Number 2, exercise infomercials. Although, you ought to try my new Survivalist Abdominizer. 3 minutes a day to a stronger and better-looking stomach. And the number 1 threat to freedom this week, pink M&Ms. Well, that's about all the time we've got left here on the show. You won't be seeing me for a while. I'm going to hang out here, safe in the bunker. Although, if the baseball strike continues, I am on the Seattle Mariners replacement squad. Until next time, remember the words of famous survivalist Rock Grundy. When the missiles hit, make sure you're stocked up on Cheetos and Uma Thurman movies. I'm out of here.